The following is a production of Corrupted Entertainment in association with The Joe Cronin Show. Listen to other episodes and shows on youtube.com/corruptedpodcast. What's up, everybody? I recently sat down with Onision, had a good little podcast with him. This is his response. I asked him a little bit about social repos and the Jaclyn Glenn situation. They're both apologizing to each other now. That's pretty cool. So listening to this, part one, we did a whole hour. It's going to be available for patrons tomorrow on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Let me ask you about another guy who I used to like, and I think he's a piece of shit now. But you worked with him. You worked with him. His name is Richie. Social repos, dude. This fucking.
Oh, right.
This guy, he seemed like wicked cool. Like, I liked his music a little bit, and that's why I started following him at first. And I was like, wow, he seems really cool. And then he got in like a beef with you, and then his girlfriend had something to do with you. And I wasn't too keen on the whole situation, but, you know, I didn't really take any side. I just saw that you guys had a falling out. I've had a million falling outs myself, so whatever. But after what he did to his other girlfriend, and then he started, he got together with Jaclyn Glenn, and then he literally did the exact thing that he did to the other girl that he made a video about doing, that you also warned her about him doing. And I thought that situation was fucking crazy, and I have no idea how he still has as many fans as he does on his channel after what he did.
Yeah, well, here's what's fucked up what I did. I made the mistake of saying my opinion about people that people like. You know,
Right.
There's a lot of people who will go after individuals that everybody already hates, so they're more liked by association.
Yep.
But I would just go after people that I fucking hated. Like, I didn't really think about, does society hate these people? So I'd go after, you know, whoever the fuck I felt like, and that is what made a lot of people just naturally hate me. So, you know, I do this, and this with numerous other people having problems with them, and then I have beef with social repose. And so when I have beef with social repose, people are like, oh, social repose is probably great, and he's just probably trying to start shit with another person. It's like, no, guys, I'm just literally going off what I'm experiencing in real life, and, you know, it's not that I ever was saying anything bullshit in the past as far as, you know, my genuine experiences with people. It's just that in their own minds, people started to view me as this boy who cried wolf.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I was like, you know, talking about this person's shitty, this person's shitty, this person's shitty. Those people are all still shitty, in my opinion, unless I've said otherwise. You know, I'm like, you know, actually we came to an understanding, blah, blah, blah. No. So with social repose, you know, I was saying these warnings, and people were just like, what, you're the dramatic guy. You're the guy who, like, breaks up with every single fucker who comes your way and can't hold a friend for, you know, more than, you know, however long. So why would we trust you when you literally, you know, split ways with all these other people? My logic, my counterpoint is, you know, well, it's not like, you know, I'm this person who repeatedly gets dumped for, you know, fucking whatever social repose does or whatever. Because social repose is a repeat getting dumped type person, not a dumper. And that typically indicates that there's a problem with you, not a problem with them. Because otherwise, it's not like people dump you because you're too good for them or anything. That's just what it is. So I thought it was amazing. I mean, I totally understand why people didn't like, you know, listen to me. I get it, because, you know, they just viewed me as a problematic person because of how many problems I had with so many people. But that kind of is why, you know, so many people were where they were. And when, you know, it came out that social repose was doing what it was doing, people weren't happy to see me gloating about it because I was already established as this guy who fucking hates all the people that these other people love. And that's a problem. Right. So, like, that's part of the reason why I'm like, hey, I don't want to engage in so much drama anymore, because I'm realizing that, yeah, I may have problems with somebody, but that doesn't have to be communicated to the entire world. Just because it doesn't benefit my family, doesn't benefit me, doesn't benefit really my audience, because it also makes no difference to a lot of these people. They're still going to watch who they're watching, and I don't know. Someone indicated that I destroyed their childhood by having beef with certain YouTubers, and it's just like, well, I'm sorry about that, but this is how I genuinely feel.
It's funny because it goes into the wrestling thing. You become a heel you turn yourself into a heel by just trying to be honest. And I think because like I work a little bit differently than you do. Like I think you're much more direct, trying to be as honest as possible up front. I don't know what else you do, but I play games a little bit where like if I see somebody I know is a piece of garbage. And sometimes, you know, like they'll go over to my friend's channel or my co-host channel or somebody's channel, and they'll be in there and I'll be like, dude, this guy's a bad dude. He did this and that and this and that, you know. And the next thing you know, I have people on me like, leave him alone, dude. Like, you don't know. Or like, and then all of a sudden you turn yourself into the bad guy, and it's almost better to just say, Like, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you what he did to me, so just keep an eye out, whatever, beyond that.
Yeah, totally. I'm totally on board with you on that one. I was actually just thinking of that. Like, you don't make it an issue. You just make sure that it's known what your stance is. So you just say, hey, well, I had this disagreement, but let's move on to the next thing. Down the line, you play that clip and go, ha, there it is. I was honest, okay? I just didn't make it a whole thing.
Well, you might
where people got uncomfortable.
Well, the next time too, they might just believe you a little bit more. You're building more credibility with yourself.
Yeah.
Like Jaclyn Glenn. Like, I know you came on hard with her about like, hey, this guy's a piece of shit. And she's like, I'm not having it. I don't care. Like, I'm following my heart. But yeah, next time, maybe when somebody that she finds credible, gives her advice, she might think about it a little more. And that's not her fault. That's that.
I think she's on a great path now.
That's cool.
Like, just from watching her video, I think that she's got a lot of it figured out, and she's not going to let the next dude, just fucking sweep her off her feet like she did before.